Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Let's Play Stellaris Newbie Tutorial series. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 6. It's the year 2274, 26 years away from the start of the mid-game. This is what our empire looks like right now, the Bioforge Supremacy. We have the exterminators near us, and we have the Utopia People's Republic next to us who also don't like us. We can look at the opinion map to see that the two factions who like us the least are right next door. Fortunately, the exterminators are inferior to us now. Their fleet power is pathetic, and their fleet power, the Udkavangos, is equivalent, but overall their empire is inferior to us. I don't like that their fleet power is equivalent though, so we're going to keep working on that. Empire capital has 2 people and 1 robot and no jobs, so I'm waiting for it to get to 70 population so I can unlock this slot down here and get everybody some jobs. This world has 1 fast robot that does not have a job, and you can see we still have a whole lot more spots here to build on, and we only have 15 housing, so I'm probably going to have to spend this on the district. But even if I did, this robot can't work the clerk jobs that it would provide. So we need some research to add to our housing. We need traditions to add to our housing. That there are several of those add to the whole story. This has an available job. I could keep shuffling population off these planets and moving it to here, but I want these planets to grow to unlock these last slots, so I'm just going to have to deal with unemployment on them. It's just one of those things we're going to have to deal with. This has defense platforms that can be upgraded for 33 alloys, so we'll do that. We have fleets that can be upgraded for, this fleet can be upgraded for 210 alloys. So we might want to do that. They're going to go to the nearest starbase to do that.
Construction complete.
And we're trying to save up influence here so that we can, well, we did save up influence. We reformed our government, but this error is never going to go away because Mechanist is something we took at the beginning of the game, and it cannot be added or removed. So at any rate, that's where we're at. We have a constructor ship over here that is ready to... What am I... It says another ship is performing or has finished performing this order. Really? Why don't you go there then? That doesn't seem right. These guys are getting upgraded. The little icon means status upgrading. Yeah, so this here for civics. Reform government. We did. It cost 200 influence to do it, but you can't get rid of Mechanist, and it says the civic cannot be added or removed after the start of the game.
Ships
so
upgraded.
It's very interesting. My apologies for the video splicing that's happening here. There was a catastrophe happening in my house. You may have been able to hear it on this microphone because it picks up everything, but cat swatting Legos around, making a lot of noise. Had to take care of it. Now, this minerals have reached the maximum amount of storage that we can have, and I feel like I need to talk about this since it's the newbie tutorial. Down on your star bases, in the buildings selection, when you want to add a building, you can always put resource silos on these star bases, and this adds quite a bit to your storage capacity. You can see 2,000. What I like to do is when I get my star bases fully upgraded, the ones that I use along my trade routes, star bases along my trade routes get the off-world trading company, and they tend to get a hydroponics bay and a resource silo, and that's as much as I upgrade them. But and a naval logistics office. They all get a naval logistics office, and I always spend 1 slot over here on anchorage. You have to have an anchorage down before you can put a naval logistics office on a building on it. But I always make sure that every starbase has naval logistics office and an anchorage on it so I can continue to boost my naval capacity, but I also try to make sure that they all have resource silo as well, so that I continue to boost this number, so that this doesn't happen as frequently now. It's still going to happen because I'm never going to spend all my time selling. I'm never going to make my automated trade sell all my minerals. You need to stockpile minerals because you have to use them for all your buildings. But this happens less frequently when you have a huge stockpile. So we're going to take 5,000 of them and sell them. And I'm going to adjust this a little bit so we get more energy credits. Go over here and look at our constructor ship. We have 2 of them up here kind of doing the same thing. So this one, build that mining station. We have a new tradition we can get. So we grabbed the Federation last episode. And I can form a Federation with somebody. The amount that we contribute towards the Federation naval capacity counts for twice as much. We could grab that. Empire trade value increased by 10%. It's not a big deal because we don't have a lot of trade going on right now, but I will eventually get all of that. Market fee gets reduced by an additional 10%. And base trade protection for trade routes increased by 5%. So these are all really good things. Over here, ship fire rate increased by 10%. Fleet command limit increased by 20, and the admiral level cap is increased by 2. I like this. This is starbase damage increased by 20%, and defense platform build costs and starbase upgrade costs reduced by 33%. All this stuff for supremacy I also want to have. So I'm probably going to grab fleet command limit. I think I want that right now. On this generator world, we have enough people now that we can put something else down. This is our research planet. I have a fast robot unemployed and I have an open job, so the only thing I can do with the fast robot is give it another mining or a food job. I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to build something here. This doesn't have a temple on it to earn coveted unity, so I'm going to put a temple there and pull a couple of clerks up for that. We have 7 people working the 8 clerk jobs. There's one open clerk job, so this will pull up, this temple will pull up 2 people from clerk jobs and turn them into priests. So that'll be nice. This bastion here is this is my trade route protection one. So this is a case where on these star bases that I use that are just for trade protection, these become hangars later. These are what I was talking about earlier in this episode. These are the ones where I'll put a naval logistics office on it, a resource silo, and a hydroponics bay, and we'll call it good. The question is what to put on it right now. I can't put the naval logistics office on it because I don't have an anchorage down. So it has to be a resource silo or a hydroponics bay. I don't care about resource storage right now. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to go with the hydroponics bay so that I can get a little bit more food. We lost a leader, Patriarch. Our Patriarch has died. So we have to get a new ruler, which means there's going to be an election. So we can choose. We have 300 influence banked. So we can spend the 200 influence and pick one of these people if one of them happens to have a bunch of bonuses that we like. I'm already looking at this guy and particularly liking him because his age is 65, so he's young. His bonus is to monthly unity 10%, Corvette build cost minus 20%. That's fantastic. Fleet expansion is his agenda, so he's got all these ship build cost things, and he's a level 4 already. So resources from jobs are 8%, and his crime is minus 12. The alternatives are this guy is research speed 10%. He's got edict cost and starbase module cost, which is not a big deal. I'm not picking this guy because he's got a xenophobe ethics attraction. And this guy is just energy credits from jobs plus 10%, monthly unity as well, and Corvette build cost. So these guys have the same thing. But I like his bonuses better because we're probably going to go to war, and I like the fact that he's almost 20 years younger. So he's going to live a little longer, and he can keep leveling up. He's going to get to his level 6 for sure. So we're going to take him, and we're going to elect him. We're going to spend the influence to elect that guy, and now you can click on it and see there he is. So he is the man in charge now. I don't need to have two of these ships doing the same thing. And these guys haven't claimed this stuff over here. Now, this is our choke point for them, but this doesn't mean we don't have to claim that we should stop claiming this stuff. These four systems right here, if we get them, they'll become a liability against him in a war. That's okay. We're going to do that. Let's see. What are you guys doing?
Construction complete.
These guys are the second wave. They have 1,700 power. They can probably take on the mining drones. So here's what I'm going to... Oh, and here come the claims. For the first time in the game, the Udkavango People's Republic has audaciously laid claim to the Sehutum system. Which is where? Which system is that? I'm not seeing it. It's right there. Okay, so they're going for this stuff. Okay. In that case, what do we have here? You guys need to move then to here, because they're acting like they're gonna come after us. And so are these bozos up here. So I like the idea of taking all this stuff from kind of the back door. He's got his planets down here. And then he's got a bunch of empty space up here. So what we're going to do is build a starbase here as a choke point. And I'm going to build a starbase behind it, because I have one spot left. And that's going to be a shipyard. So this is going to provide ships to this system here. I'm going to have a fleet up here. And these guys are going to have defense platforms, and we're going to use this as a choke point. And then we'll keep them from coming in our back door this way. So he's laying claims to system, which means that my plan of having this constructor go up here and deal with this is now not appropriate. Have that guy return home. I was going to send this fleet over here to...
Situation log updated.
Well, I still might, actually. There's time. I can go up here and take this, and then see what these systems are like. So I'm going to give him a leader, finally. Let's see what bonuses we have. Leader cost minus 50%, and leader upkeep. You can see the regular leaders are 364. He costs 137. But his upkeep is minus 50%. And he's young. He's 42. These guys are leader experience gain 25%. I like that a lot. That's what I'd really like to have. So this older guy is going to be for that fleet. The younger dude, I'm going to choose here. Now we get a new one. Evasion, sublight speed, and ship hull points 10 and ship weapon damage 55%. That's nice. I'm going to choose the leader gain guy instead. I might have to get an admiral for this guy too. You guys, go up here and fight these dudes. This is not ideal. We don't have the ideal... We do not have an ideal fleet for fighting these guys. These guys have all armor, and they have all weapons that attack... I think it was attacking hulls. Anyways, what I normally like to do is build a fleet that specifically takes on these drones really well.
Complete.
For the time being, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to have to save some influence. Although there's a lot of stuff here. There's lots of minerals along this route, so I'm going to do this. I need to have him finish this stuff, and then I need to stockpile my influence so I can claim this guy's systems in here. Especially because he has their fleet power is inferior to ours now, it says. Uh-oh. We're down to 26 minerals being produced, and we're in the hole for energy credits, so that's not ideal. That's another reason it's important for this guy to grab all of this stuff here. Okay, we're over here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Ancient mining drones. What did they have? They have all armor, and their weapons do damage to armor and hull. So they're not as good against shields. Alright, so I can get the disruptor. I can get the UV laser to unlock some more weapons tech. Or improve deflectors. And do this. Because I want to see what else that unlocks. So let's go take a look at this. You can see down there, this is your stats.
Construction complete.
Evaded by enemy, medium plasma throwers, small plasma throwers. So this will give you, so here we go, track on the map. This is debris, which is good. You can see he's gonna kill their mining station there. Okay, so now you get your first window that shows the results of the war. We lost 2 destroyers. Our hit ratio was kinetic weapons hit at 55%. The medium coil guns and the small coil guns hit at 60%. The small plasma throwers hit at 64%. So the medium's not so good. The small ones hit much better. And then damage to shields, because they didn't have any shields. This was our damage to armor. 100% efficient. The small plasma thrower was 200% efficient. So the plasma throwers were great against these things. Fantastic. And the damage to the hull. So you can see all this stuff. Took him off. So we ended up 2 destroyers short there. I think what I want to have that guy do now is go up here. Then I want to take a look at that fleet. Let's see. I'm going to reduce that one. I'm going to take a look at my fleet design here. So the small plasma throwers did really good, didn't they? Well, against them because they had, yeah. Hang on to that design the way it is. Do is have him say, let's see. I can go up to 50 now. I'm just gonna move him is all. What I want to do is get the science ships over here. Assisting research and assisting research. Who has his survey speed is fast. Great. He's gonna go over here. He's gonna research the problem, the projects. He's gonna survey the system, and then he's gonna survey that system. In research, technology. Do I have anybody with physics? No. Do I have anybody researching voidcraft? And I have a voidcraft guy there. I'm researching statecraft. He's busy with species modification. But do I have anybody for statecraft? Handshake, I do. It's age 81. He's skill level 3 of 8. He's skill level 4. I'm just gonna leave him for right now then. Oh, the Empire Capital. We got another building here. This is fantastic. What do I want to put down now? Oh. What's going to happen soon? Precinct houses, our crime is fine, so I don't need to put that down. Energy grid. I could put down an energy grid because I do have 3 generator districts on this planet. So I could do that. There's no governor in this system anymore? He died and we missed it? Leader lifespan 25 years, or build district cost. Build district cost, building cost, district cost, planet build speed. I'm actually going to go for the leader lifespan 25 years, and he's very young, so he's going to get some nice bonuses as time rolls by. He's going to live long enough to enjoy those bonuses. So this starbase becomes... Shit. Wait a minute. No. This starbase becomes this and build the crew quarters first. This starbase becomes the shipyard. And quarters in it. Alright. And we construct your... Tempted to take these guys here, the third wave, and also move them. We encountered some form of alien vessels in the AZAC system. Oh, which reminds me, where are these guys? Where did I send them? They're right here. I want you guys to go right here. You're going to attack these alien vessels on the way. I think instead of sending that fleet all the way over here, which is going to take a while to do, as soon as this space station is done with the ship,
War declared.
Start
Species modified.
The Great Krath Technocracy has declared war on the United World. So our species was modified. We've completed modifications of our species. So we are now the Bioforge Supremacy. With this, we're going to get an additional 10% unity, our 127 pops. I don't think I need to go to population and change this. Nope. It automatically picks like the one that has the most traits. So this is great. So now the ones we're growing are going to have this additional. So that should be fantastic. Pause. The Bioforge Sprint. The Racket Industrial Enterprise. We are Operations Racket Industrial Enterprise, a member of the Caravan Coalition. Travel the stars, our eyes catch all that glows. We gather and we trade. Greetings, caravanners. Do you like alloys? Do you like metals and gases? Hard workers? Precious minerals? Yes, we thought you might. What can you offer us? So then we have ore. Grant us 1,000 food. And we shall supply your borders, make us 500 minerals. Not interested. And in fact, yeah, we have plenty of food. I don't know why that was grayed out, but pay attention to that later. So war was declared. The Great Krath Technocracy against the United Vul. That's there over the Vul's over here, and the Great Krath Technocracy over there. The Vul kind of like us. These are traders who like us. The Principality of Gilufran, they may be like us. I'm thinking I want to go do an edict for diplomatic grants. It's 95.
Construction complete.
I want to get in a federation with another faction. These are the Numistic Orders. They're Caravaneers. Let's see, show us your wares. I like to hear that the sound of coin trickling in. What's the deal? The deal says enables the construction of one Numistic Shrine, bringing good fortune to a world of your choice. It cost me 4,000. And then I don't know exactly what my benefit's going to be. The shrine that should bring you prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. Time to consider. One Numistic Shrine. We have the money. Let me see what this does. Numistic Shrine on the world of your choice. Okay. So Caravaneer is old with defects. Our starbase in the Bradham system reports that the Racket Industrial Fleet has evacuated and abandoned a decrepit ship now in an unstable orbit around the system's central star. Is your special project search abandoned Caravaneer ship? Yes. Do that. And then, what about on our Empire capital? Does this become, it's not a corporate thing. I think it's a decision. Nope. Wonder if it's a building then. It's going to be interesting to see when we have the choice to do that. That new mystic.
Research
thing.
complete.
Because it's not one of those. Okay. Well, when we get... oh, maybe I can just... Can I replace that? New Mystic Shrine. Merchant jobs +2 and priest jobs +2. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to replace the gene clinics on our planet because we're kind of done needing to speed up population growth on this planet anyways. And I want this shrine. So we're going to put that shrine down right there on our homeworld. We upgraded to a Starhold, which is awesome. And then it gives us the Star Fortress right next. There's a cruiser, which is fantastic, and a railgun. What do I spend my time on? I'm going to go for the railgun. I can upgrade all of these stations now. Who are you guys? The Mystic Order. And who are you guys? Racket Industrial Enterprises. Okay. And you guys are the Okavango People's Republic. I feel like we need to close borders to them. What are they doing? They're inferior and their fleet power is now equivalent again. I'm not happy about that. Up here, let's start building a fleet. Let's start building. I'm gonna take a look at my fleet choices again. I got all my corvettes. I got that corvette. That's it. It's a mixed one. I'm not real fond of that. I want to see something. This is Corvette KK8. Okay, well, what are my choices? I got the blue laser, which says 8 to 21 damage against armor, and this does 12 to 25 with 100% against armor. This is definitely the thing you want to be throwing once you get their shields down. The question is, how long does it take to get their shields down? I'm going to do this little thing here. And this is going to be the CVA for armor. It's all completely armor stuff. And I'm going to do the coil gun one. CVK for kinetic, but it's really S for shields. But they don't use the S because sometimes I like the designator for small. So we're gonna have those three guys. This dude here is the mix one as well. What's he got on the back? It's got these small ones. The small ones had better accuracy, didn't they? So I'm gonna do something like this. The meat. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, and I need this on there. What's going on? There we go. Destroyer. I'm just gonna call this A because it's doing mostly armor hull damage. Actually, AH is what I usually call these. Let's leave that up there. And then I change this so that the medium ones, they shoot further. See, the distance on them is 75. And when you get closer, you would assume their shields are down. And so then we're going to have the close-in weapons doing that stuff. Save the name on that. Alright. And then what I really want is... Nope, that's good enough. I don't think I'm going to need point defense, but I haven't seen any of these guys' fleets yet. So... this fleet here, let's take this. We can add ship design to fleet at any point in time. So these new ships that we bought, these new corvettes, we can plug in there. And this new destroyer. We could say I want like 2 of those. Maybe 5 of these each. Then we can look at some stats and see how they're doing. Okay. Reinforce the fleet for 1900 alloy credits, yes, and that'll make a fleet size of 50. We'll do that. We're gonna need money. We're gonna need money for all this stuff. I could always come over here and pop some edicts. Oh, and we maxed out on food. Let's sell 5 of that off. You can always come over here to edicts. There are a bunch of edicts. And there are a bunch of different things. This leader experience gain 25. This costs you some money. Recycling campaign reduces your consumer grade upkeep, and this costs some money. Healthcare campaign. This is great for population growth. Early in the game, I don't have that kind of money, so I don't use it. Capacity overload. All these cost you influence, but this is a nice one. It's monthly energy credits plus 20%. This is a good one to turn on when you're about to go to war. Same thing with production targets. So, because that'll get you more minerals. So, declare saint monthly unity. So there's a bunch of different things you can do. And then all these ones down at the bottom that use secondary resources, these are like kinetic weapon damage plus 25%, explosive weapon damage, armor hit points plus 25%. You want to go in here and just turn all these on when you're going to war. This planet here has unlocked a slot. And we're in desperate need of more consumer goods. And what we have is a fast robot. So we need to give him a job. And then we need to pull some more people up. Oh, we have a mineral purification plant. Putting that down next because it boosts 15% to all these. And this is going to be a huge mining plant for us. So that's the thought process.
Construction complete.
This has 2 fast robots again.
Construction complete.
There's nothing we can really do with these guys except we could move them to this planet, Powder 2. What if we move them? It costs money to do that, but the difference is now we can build 2 of these districts. So let's do that. It's going to put more guys to work, which is going to mean more minerals for us.
Debris analyzed.
We've analyzed the debris. So the debris from the fight has been analyzed. This guy's going to build a starbase. These guys are almost here, so they can take these dudes on. That survey ship is way over there. So here's what I'm going to do. He's going to research that project, and then he's
anomaly found.
Keep an eye on Cavado. They're inferior again. I feel like we're gonna have to be aggressive against them, but I'm not doing that until I have a fleet up here to choke them with. This over here is gonna need some defenses. So
construction complete.
I want to build defense platforms. Oh, and they have this defense platform here. The default ones I always like to destroy. That way they're not cluttering my system. Here, let's do this. How much? We have quite a bit. Alloys and stuff like that. Nano sand adds 4. And we get an L-gate insight from that. That's great. Build those 4 gates there. Here at this position,
construction
I have
complete.
3 of them built, 2 of them the large ones. So I have an armor medium. So I'm going to build 2 more of those in that one. Great. That'll help. Oh, I built them here. No, cancel.
Construction
I
complete.
build them here. These are the guys we're getting on it. So here, 1, 2, 4. There we go. Get them on the right one, because this is where we got to be able to deal with that. Here we're getting some minerals back. When it starts to get below 100, I get concerned, and when it got down to like 30 or whatever it was, that's real cause for concern. You got to keep your eye on that.
Special project complete.
Ute artifact, great. So
construction
things are
complete.
happening over here. This is great. 2 months to investigate the Pi aliens, so I'm going to do that. Submerged cruiser. That's still going to take 61 months. Uh-oh. Track on map. Search the abandoned Caravan ship. Go to. Where is this at? It's right there. Bioforge. Get over here and research this problem. I didn't realize that project had a time.
Construction complete.
We definitely don't want to miss out on that. All right, you guys are here. You're ready to go. Let's go take these guys on. It says 961.
Special project complete.
The diviners named the beings floating through the dark to Yankee. And we are to keep at a respectful distance. Okay. Great. There's a big chunk of minerals right there. Great. Fantastic. Here we go. Let's see how this works out for us.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yep. And I know a lot of people slow the game way down and they zoom in here and they really watch all of this. It's like you can see there's a lot of oh, I didn't mean to do that. But to stay there. There's two zoom levels, in too close and too far away. You can see this. This is my Corvette. These guys are spinning around in circles. It's all very beautiful. But I'm one of those people, I just don't know what I'm looking at. So, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna go back up and watch it from this view. I do the same thing in Galactic Civilizations. I like Galactic Civilization 3. I like
System
to watch
survey
from
complete.
the long view. Okay, so great. We have debris in that field from there. Track it. He can go in there and research it, and then he can. Let's see. Clicking the wrong thing here. Then he can also survey the system, and then he can survey that system. This fellow here is going to make his way over to here. When we start fighting here, we're gonna want to do the same thing. We're gonna research this. And you fellows finish killing that station off. And then you can go repair your fleet at the nearest place, which is Bioforge, which is fine. And we got another tradition, which is fantastic. Starbase influence cost. What are these? Starbase upkeep and administration capacity. That's another reason those are nice. But I am going to go down the supremacy line because I want to finish this one and get the next ascension perk. So, ship rate of fire. That'll come in handy. It's only 10%, but again, every little bit helps. Get ourselves in the black again.
Construction complete.
You guys, what are you at? You're 50 ships. Okay. You could get some upgrades, but it's 7 ships to upgrade it for only 4 alloys, and they'd have to move 4 slots away, and right now I don't want them to go anywhere. I just want them to stay here. So, how are we doing? Ukavango.
Construction complete.
Inferior and inferior. I think if I can get them to pathetic, I'm gonna have to assault them. I'm gonna have to do it. That might be a next episode kind of thing here.
Debris analyzed.
I hope you guys are enjoying this, though. I hope you're learning something if you're new to the game. Oh, research gains. So this is great. The Caravaneers. We sent the construction ship to do this, and it researched it, and now we have research for autocannons.
Anomaly found.
Fantastic. That's great. Awesome. Researching right along there. So he did that.
Construction
we don't
complete.
have exotic gas extraction yet, so we can't mine this for that. But I think what I'm going to do is send him over here. Send him all the way around and get him over and get him ready to take those. Unemployed pops. These guys are... I can send fast robots away. So I'm going to do that. Send them to the Gaia world. Oh no, I don't want to destroy buildings, so now we're stuck there. I gotta get the upgraded buildings for this. I have to do that. All these need to be upgraded now. And we're earning some secondary resources. Let's take a look at that. Nefri's Pride. Send a science crew to lavish a special project.
Situation log updated.
Is that a timed one? Track on map. This planet here. This is our just giant mining planet, our Gaia world. It's awesome. I'm going to build another mining district so that send some people. What do we have here? We have fast robots here. One more gets made though, and we'll be able to unlock this slot here. So we're building more robots than people, so we're ending up with a lot of unemployed
Construction
robots
complete.
around, but I don't mind that because we can move the robots as the people show up. And if we get let's see. I'm just looking. We don't have the tech yet, I think, and it's because it's a tradition. Repairs have been completed on the second wave fleet. That's great. You guys need to move over here. Wait a minute. What do you have? You have upgrades too. Do the upgrades first. Do the upgrades first. I wanted to point this out. I think that it is an ascension perk. We were talking about this last time. Engineering evolution. I want this because it gives you clone vats. Clone vats are boost your people growth by 33%, I believe. It's very, very nice tech. This planet is a factory planet by virtue of the fact that it has at least one foundry on it that I put on there. So what we're gonna do, numismatic shrine. I can put this on every single planet? I thought it was one planet it said. No way. I can put it on every planet. Oh my gosh. It's tempting. I mean, I need another consumer goods thing, but we've got it on our empire capital, and we can build this on every planet. I wonder if that's a bug. That seems like it should be a bug, doesn't it? That doesn't seem like that should be able to happen. That could be a bug, very well. Very well could be a bug.
Construction complete.
Alright, that meant what? My ships are done? Are you guys done? You are. Okay, you can come over here and hang out too, because these guys are clearly going to be the biggest threat. We got research done. The UV laser unlocks a bunch of stuff. So, unlocks the mining drone laser, which is not that great actually, because we have the plasma already. Energy credits from technicians. This is actually really important. X-ray laser also unlocks a bunch of stuff. Lead to further advancements in the field of energy weapons. I would like to do this, but I'm either going to do research station output because it's fast. It's cost the second least other than this auxiliary fire control. Increases accuracy of your ships. Chance to hit +5. I would either like more research to be faster, or I would like the energy credits from technicians because this. We're going to go with research output because it matches computing, which he has. It give us 48%. It's going to take 28 months, which is not very long, and we're going to get a nice little booster research.
Construction
so we'll
complete.
This fleet is moving over here, and it can take 20 more ships because I have naval capacity that will allow me to have 20 more ships. However, I probably need to spend them on a fleet up here. I need to have this back door protected, so I'm going to do that with a bunch of corvettes. We're going to do that. We're going to provide 10 more ships up there. They're going to go park their butts over here. Park your butt on time. This guy building that. Fantastic. And this Poter came up with another planet. I mean, another building slot. This is great. So this is the planet like we're starting to really fall behind consumer goods now, and I'd love to put another numismatic shrine down, but we're going to do
System survey complete.
Industries because we need these. Your whole entire empire runs on consumer goods, which is just like the real world. Everything runs on
Construction complete.
Walmart. What do we have here? Fast robots. I can't wait to get the next level of robot technology. The next level of robot technology allows you to robo-mod your robots so that they can do technician jobs, which makes them fantastic. We have a bunch of fast robots, and we need to apply the robot miner tech to them. We have 35 fast robots. So I would like to take these guys and adjust them. If I take the robot miner template and apply it to where I've got 14 on Poter. Let's do that. Ancient mineral processing hub. Encountered a significant ancient mining drone presence in the Bono system. It appears to be a major mining and mineral processing hub, perhaps the last of its kind in the galaxy.
Evading hostile fleet.
We're going to research that. It's going to finish in 41 months. It's a long time, but it'll give us those robots. Ancient mining. So what is this? Oh,
War declared.
Okay, who declared war on who? The Ukavongo declared war on the United Vul autocracy. See, so you guys probably should have been like in a
Construction complete.
in a federation with me already. But now the Vul are at war with a whole bunch of people. Jeez. The Ukavongo are inferior to us, though, and they just went to war with these fools. So this is perfect for us because they're investing time and going to war with these guys over here, which is going to give us the perfect sneak attack opportunity. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to cost us some coin. I'm going to build same thing over here. Need another civilian industry. I'm going to go through my planets right here, these 4 core planets in this system. Yep, I'm going to do this. And we're going to build armies. So we're going to recruit. I'm going to recruit 5 on each world. Each one costs one of these, so I'm not going to build 5 on each. I'm going to go for that. That might be enough to get us started. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to grab some off Poter. And this generator. And I'm going to grab 20 armies. It's going to cost me coin up here, but I'm going to get them all recruited and get them ready and get them down over here. That way we can go take these systems. He's got... Yep. He's got a world over here. So you can see which systems he has worlds in. If I had enough fleet power, what I would do is instead of trying to claim these systems and do a war to just grab this stuff here and then that's the end of the war, I would try to vassalize him. But if you're going to get somebody to submit to vassalization, you have to grab every single node. Every single outpost that they have has to be captured by you. Are you done building ships? Not yet. And the Ukavongo People's Republic. Alright, here's what we're going to do with you. Communicate. Oh, it was the United Vul. We can form a commercial pact and a research pact with them. Well, heck yeah. This is trade value received plus 15. Let's see if that works. We get those from those guys. They said yes, and they said yes to that. Alright. So the Ukavadongo. Close borders. I don't care if it makes him mad. We're going to close the borders to him and get his ships out of our system. You guys are almost done making those corvettes.
Construction complete.
So now we're going to send you over there. Your Chisel, whatever the name of that place is. That one. That's your home. Let's take another thing in. So the Vul kind of like us, and the Principality of Gilufran kind of like us, but not enough for us to form any kind of a pact with them yet. Their acceptance is still way off. These guys invite in the Federation, but they have to be at peace. So right now they're being warred upon. We could invite them into Federation though, which would be really nice. This guy, constructorship, do that. get this stuff, gather this up. We're gonna get ready. We're getting our ships over here and we're getting the primes. I'm gonna send the big fleet in.
Construction complete.
The 50 fleet. I'm gonna send that one in to capture all these nodes. Go over here and capture all these nodes. And then we'll send our transport in to land on these planets and get them. And if we can get up to here, it'd be great. We need to save a whole lot of influence to do that, though. That's going to take several months of doing that. This science ship...
Construction complete.
And go back to Outer. Assist with the research there. Gee, you're doing that job there, buddy. And so here we have a system that we're not going to get into for a long time, because you can see there is 5, 6, 7. There's just a little over 7,000 units there of firepower, which is far more than any of our fleets can muster. So that's not an ideal situation at all. That constructor ship is going to go grab. See, I want to go to war, so here's what I'm going to do. I really need these, though. That's 8 minerals. I'm going to spend the influence to do it. And see, there's 5 energy credits over there to grab, and there's 3 energy credits over here to grab. So I'm just going to have to suck it up and grab all this stuff, and then I'll be done spending influence on expansion, and I can just worry about what comes next. The war to come. The exterminators are pathetic compared to us. Recruitment of armies has been completed. Okay. I got one more army being recruited, or are they all done? They're all done. Great, there's 5. They're all going to meet up over here. It's in the early game when you don't have access to the building technology that gives you experienced fighters. Just recruit off a bunch of planets so it happens faster. And then you can move everybody when you need to. But later on, there's a building improvement you can put down that gives you really experienced fighters, and that's when I like to start making dedicated planets for just armies. At this point in the game,
construction complete.
It's not necessary. And here is our research world. Once again, it has 1 bioforge supremacy, so we can give them something like research. We can either tell them to produce some more research. We can give a bonus to mineral purification plants. We definitely want to put down some mote harvesting traps here, because this has 2. It has a dust desert that allows for 2 of these to be built. We look up here at our rare or secondary resources. We're already earning some volatile motes and crystals from mining in space. And of course there's the domestic shrine, which I'm a big fan of, because now we're up to 181. I'm going to build the shrine. We lost a science person on a ship, so I'm going to grab military theory or research speed industry. I need research speed industry. In fact, because he's busy getting ready to unlock the railgun, and I want to try to get industry to show up here, because I want some building improvements. We have another tradition. This gives us the last one in supremacy. So this gives us star-based damage, increased 20%, and defense platform build costs and star-based upgrade costs reduced to 33%. So we can do that. Gives us another ascension perk. So engineering evolution, I said I really love because of gene modification points. Grasp the Void is important, but not right this second. Star-based influence cost and claim influence cost minus 20%. These are actually, this second one is really nice to have. This makes it much cheaper to claim systems before war, but I'm going for engineering evolution right off the bat. Sometimes evolution needs a nudge in the right direction. Yes. So now we can genetically modify our bodies and we get access to the gene clinics. So we go back in here in its species and we say, all right, I'm going to take the bioforward supremacy one. I'm going to modify this template. And what other, we have 3 more traits left and 3 more picks left. So what's really good for us to give? What would we really like to have? Leader lifespan, you know, governance, ethics, attraction, amenities from jobs, okay. Top housing usage minus 10%. That might be kind of nice. Immigration pull, army damage. So you can create a group of people who are really good at doing army damage, and you can, and that plays into on a particular planet where people are growing, where you have one of those buildings that allows you to produce better fighters. You can apply that particular template to those people. This is something we'll save for later when we have those buildings. Leader experience gain, leader level cap, food from jobs, or energy credits from jobs. That costs 2. I like that though. And minerals from jobs. Trade value from jobs. Engineering research. You can only pick one of the research ones. If you pick this one, you can't pick all 3. So you can only pick one of those. Habitability plus 10%. Not enough trait points. Extremely adaptive. And pop growth speed. That costs 2. I think for right now, with what I have, pop growth speed would actually be kind of nice. But energy credits have been a problem for us for a long time. So I'm going to choose that for energy credits. Pop consumer goods upkeep. And that's the other thing that's kind of been happening. So I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to name this, well, no, I don't need to name it anything. So we're just going to create that template. And we can apply it to these people. So this is Unity from jobs. This is physics research, which we already have because we're intelligent. This is energy credits from jobs and pop. So we want to apply this template to all of our people in our entire species.
Situation log updated.
53 months of work to do, but it should be very nice. And that's the nice thing, is you can see the planets when you apply that template. So we can make more templates than this, which is actually a really cool deal. Like I said, we can make those people who are really good fighters. We can make really good miners. We can do whatever. Same thing we've been doing with the robots, we can do with those guys. This planet needs more housing. It's got some fast robots on it. It's definitely going to need a lot more housing. I think I'm going to...
Construction complete.
Build the rest of the districts, use them for cities.
Construction complete.
This guy, yeah, you might as well go up here. Grab that last of it. This is the game. Same thing with you. Go get this. Alright. I'm going to stop the episode here because it's an hour. Folks, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you're getting something out of it. And if you have a question or comment, just drop it down below. If you think the video is cool, hit the like button. If you like my channel and the content on it, subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.